too good. They hold me, man. They hold me, man. Look, somebody gotta help me figure this out. What does that mean? That's bad. Like, oh, who else doesn't play this, bro? Like, who else doesn't play this, bro? I gotta get this. I gotta go. Sorry, too. Oh no, who will? Shoot. Call mission.
Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field.
I like this too.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Foley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Adjust the pattern. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, it was an amazing effort to make that catch on 3rd down. Unfortunately, not picking up the first. I think if it had been a little bit more of an accurate throw, maybe he would have been able to do something with it, maybe make a guy miss and get upfield. Give him credit, though. It's a great catch, and now it gives...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking to the big tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run inside. It's Marshall. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He wants to change this route. Here's Underwood to throw. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Louisville's offense has taken the field and they look ready to go. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football.
Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Wants to keep it in the air. Complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's McCoy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 98, set to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. All wideouts, no backs. Might be changing the route. Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Catch in the middle. It's Chambers.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Can't do nothing,
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like
by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run.
And the pressure gets there.
He's wide open,
he
man.
goes at the 18. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Throwing, Underwood. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Another 3rd down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on 4th down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared.
Look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
Come on, man. Come on. Please.
The Cardinals will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring move.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. The 30, the 20, the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
And you gotta love the...
Oh, yeah. Or was that just me? Is lots of trash? What? I can't find a team to play with.
Michigan Wolverines and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Whittingham pregame. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes.
Good dog.
The Seminoles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. making adjustments. Here's Underwood. He's going to go for a big one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job getting him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of running room. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Good ball, boy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open.
Oh, I can do me like that.
At the 20. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, no!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Baller, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle them, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets on the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He uncorks one deep.
Oh my God!
Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll pull it down and run. Got the first himself. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and that is just what the doctor ordered for this offense.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here's Underwood to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They're working that left side. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Knowles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Could be an alley.
Oh, my God.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
Oh, my God.
Florida State. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Yes. Oh.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Underwood. Here's
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now.
Man, what am I doing?
Sacked first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down.
Oh.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Here they come, into the house. Touchdown.
Man, that's crazy.
They did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
Number 39, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Underwood. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. What a weapon to be able to extend a play like that, and they stop him just a few inches short of the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why. Urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be
wide open. He was wide open.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that
play call.
The field's here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake would...
Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point splits the upright just 28-13. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Chambers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs.
Oh my God, bro! What?
It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now.
Makes the grab on the big throw. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10...
Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down.
There's some room. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the defense.
Come on, Bryce.
At the 27.
Oh, that's me.
The hurry up now.
Come on,
Second
me.
down, clock ticking.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback.
Fires toward the end zone.
Oh
And
my
that one's way too
God,
far
bro!
for everybody.
Pedal to the metal right now.
I'm not
for this
throwing
offense.
dots.
2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it
Come on,
backfires,
13.
they're in
Come on,
trouble.
13.
Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Come on, B.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Seminoles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
Oh, go get that.
He had it right in his hands for
Zero?
the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hauls it in, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Underwood to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game.
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off.
Come on, baby. You need to score. We want to score, baby. Come on. Come on, baby.
The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Whoa.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back.
Hell of a tackle.
Offense early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. Maybe some room here. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And the tackling, they stop him for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for once.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just...
Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Underwood. Got his man downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Grease,
Oh.
guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
He's brought down at the 45.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Underwood. On target. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Escapes the pressure going right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm. The passing game looking good.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw.
Oh,
And
my
that one is
God.
picked up in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that.
Hey, I was like,
the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Quickly to the tight end.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Puts it up at 50-50, ball intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. On the option. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Maybe a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, so many chances, so many
range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. The screen, and watch out. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And with that back, they needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Handoff from the shotgun. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team
Bitch is too good. I'm like, oh, no, this.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan Wolverines. Restatus David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Davison. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now on the counter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Throwing more. He'll off one deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he scores! Touchdown, Ducks!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here's Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Marshall. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Punts it out of the air.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 4th down, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end.
Oh, my
Can't hook up
God,
on the
man.
long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Dante Moore.
Yeah.
And his throw is incomplete. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something, because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Might be calling a hot route. Underwood.
Oh!
Ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over.
He'll try to take it back. Inside the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Takes a shot as he lets it go. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
Freaking catch, boy.
Racing to the line in a hurry up. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah,
oh my God!
What's his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
So now it's second and long. The give on the counter. He's there to make the stop. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets past the marker. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He might want another play. To the air. It's Underwood. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Michigan.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Here's Underwood to throw. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love playing man coverage on the back end. Getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Return runs out of bounds.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the left. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Underwood. Got his man on the right. All out of space. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Underwood. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. He just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the...
Fucking go, B.
Get it back. It's a turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. And the Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, Oregon! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to...
He wants to go deep. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him.
He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Long drive continues as he wants to change this route. Again, it's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Oh, my God.
Nice job by the defense.
All that room out there, man.
Getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Moore. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to get it to the marker. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in the second.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
2nd down coming up. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Moving away from pressure. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing, Underwood. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Quick strike complete. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Trying to punch it in. Not only the 4th and goal stop, but they get him in the backfield at the 4-yard line. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think we're going to see a lot more of this from this offense. Listen, you're backed up on your own end. You got the lead. More importantly, you want to continue to run the clock, get first downs, be the physical team right here. The ground game, I imagine, is going to be a big part of their playbook moving forward.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They believe they can run right here. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They boot it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Nice job. Hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their... Upstairs, he's got it. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Underwood unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Florida State Seminoles. Onside, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with Coach Lanning before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Bro.
On the run, it's Hill.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Here's Moore to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving. Make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Each team has had a possession, and each team has made donations to the other defense. I mean, you talk about this all week of taking care of the football. Both offenses, a little bit out of rhythm, turning the football over. Got to do a better job of finding a way to maybe make some plays happen. Something, create a spark, somehow get your offense going.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll run it again. Running into the open. There's a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back to the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. More play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to do it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is
hot,
juiced.
man.
They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they
It down the field and does something with it. This offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
no doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box. Here's you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got him downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon!
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a
play with.
Michigan Wolverines and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup.
Come on, baby.
And the Wolverines
Yo.
ready to put toe to leather, and here we go.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Like, what does that mean, bro, man? Texas? Texas?
The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Smothers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Manning from the gun on third down. Right down the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking them.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Manning to throw for it on fourth. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Trying to get the edge. It's Jackson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
Down, ready. Line 14. Line 14. Go, go.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck. Forget the punt, he's going to throw it. Takes his shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Run in the red zone, it Smothers. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Pushes ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Julian saying to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Sayin from the gun on third down. On target over the middle. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Right back to the well. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Say it. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Might want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It Smothers. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To throw, Manning. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Now here's Manning. Out of the backfield, he's open. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Madness. Working that left side now. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Got a little grass. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice.
I win my next 3 games.
Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Reese?
Holly, thank you.